Hey everyone, and Dragon with you. So as you can see, we have an event which is dedicated to Galahad and Aurora. And during this event, you are able kind of to rework your arena. So they offer special things which are dedicated to the event at the bundle. And also there's a special offer for arena buffs, I would say. So first of all, let's start from Galahad's memories, because that's the source of your items to fight somebody and get rewards. First of all, log in. As you can see, we can do it up to 5 days. So it's a 5-day event, which forced me to rework all my calculations and like start from scratch. Take place in arena. So remember that you don't need to keep it. You just need to grab it, and that's how you get the reward. And I would really recommend you to do it as fast as possible, because even if we don't get extra resources, there are people who can buy them. So if they buy them, they buff their arena, and it will just get harder to get to the top. So at day one, I really recommend all of you to go to arena and rank as high as possible to get that rewards. After that, buy emeralds and spend emeralds, well, depend on you where you plan to stop. After that, complete missions on the Galahad Memories special event map. So that's about Galahad Adventures, and every day we have collecting quests, just like usual event. So when you start the day, just check this out, read what they ask you to do, and that's how you complete those missions. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so I will not do everything right now. Today we have get gift of elements, spend tower coins, and that's how you get extra parts for honor scroll, where you can find and get some extra resources. Okay. Next thing is defeat the boss. So defeat the boss, the higher you go, the better it goes. And as you can see, the bosses, I think that they are pretty different. So Forbidden Magic level 140, Demon Vanguard, Archdemon, Forbidden Magic, and etc. So depend on where you can fight. Today we will talk about teams as well. Open chest and Outland. So this Outland made me rework everything. Just, I'm not joking. I had to rework all my planning. That's the result. That's the result. So please be careful with that. That's a pretty expensive quest, but at the same time, I think that you don't need to get all the rewards to be successful at the event. So first of all, remember that every day, if you defeated all the bosses, you can get 3 chests for free, then 9 chests as 9090, and then 9 chests as 200 After that, you have a chance to get 4,500 as 10 plus 5 chests. Instead of opening 500 every time. So here I prepared combinations of those offers so that you can save emeralds, not to overspend, and at the same time get all those rewards. So please play carefully. Personally, I will probably stop at around 51 or 75 chests, because I don't have a lot of emeralds right now. That's why I'll try to be really careful and wish you to do the same. About the final thing, so here we defeat the boss, depending on the level, you get rewards. As for the boss, so I have a special image. Sorry, not this one. The event is about, actually, the image is what you can do with the teams. So the teams which I found of 2 YouTubers, which gave their recommendations, can help you to be successful. I really hope so. So check this out. That's the teams they use. I used examples of Trade Boy and Cornelius Secrets. You can find those videos on YouTube, and I really hope that they can help you as well. So try this team out, and that should probably help you to be successful. Okay, so after that, let's move to another section, which is event itself. Here we have Forge, where you can get buffs for your arena, and that's how you get extra benefits. That's why I really tell you, just go straight forward to arena and grab your top just today, because later it can be harder. And obtain your place now. Blood Vengeance will just fight the boss. So one more time. That's the teams which I can recommend for you, of famous YouTubers, relatively famous. And that's how you get Blood Vengeance resource. And after that, also, we are able to check the storyline. So I will not spoil you, just read it yourself better. And that's how we can training with the robots. So training with the robots also gives you Galahad coins. And finally, the shop. So at the shop, we have new skins. So Galahad and Aurora receive new skins. Aurora gets magic attack. Galahad gets physical attack. And among other stuff, we can get that, well, probably some valuable resources with good options. So as usual, you're able to get the stuff you need. I would prefer orange artifacts of one type, so that you just have one exactly artifact. And that's how you collect what you need. So first, for example, I need Enigma's Chronicles and Alchemist. But if you play Aurora or Galahad, because they are on my server, so especially Aurora, Galahad isn't as popular. So start from the new skin, then get artifacts you need, or some maybe other stuff. So that's the basic idea. Now it's time to fight, I guess. We will start from the training. As for me, I will do some training with my favorite teams, for example, something like Chinmao Dante, maybe, or the Dante Crusher team. I assume they don't allow you to pick all heroes, unfortunately, for some reason, but, well, we can still do something. For example, a Dante team with Galahad, something like that. Should it work? Well, we'll see, but maybe. Let's see the robots, let's fight them, and then we go to Blood Vengeance. So we have two burners, some spammers. Against spammers, I used Yasmin often. So Yasmin needs to charge, and just after that, we can proceed to the next one. So next one will be available as soon as it defeats the first one, I guess. Okay. So we need to remove the monster. Okay, another team which I prefer is Yasmin Chinmao. Yasmin Chinmao team, which also can be played with Galahad, because that's pretty popular. But unfortunately, we aren't able to play Yasmin today. Well, if no Yasmin, then we can still play Dante, we can still play Kark, we can still, I guess, play even Ju. So why not try Ju Nebula stuff, something like this. And just, we can change something else. So I don't think that should be really hard for you, because we start from low levels, but many magical damage. That's why we need Isaac here. So I really recommend you to play Isaac, not Chinmao. Still, that was good enough. Okay, so that's the storyline. And after that, we proceed. So I'll just skip all the stuff. Against Cornelius, we should play something physical. Let's collect a card pack. Let's collect a card pack with, for example, setup with Nebula and Faceless. Can we play Faceless? No. Okay, if I can't play Faceless, maybe Isaac as an penetration for Kark, or Chinmao, why not? Kark Chinmao pack, something like this. I don't know the setup. We have mages, and against mages, well, against mages, probably I would prefer Isaac here. But again, if you play a reasonable team, that pretty works most of the time. Okay? So be careful. Be careful, be more careful than I was, because I don't know the enemy setup, and that's why I take the risk sometimes. About magic teams, I would prefer something like classic ODH, so they allow us to then why not? Let's check ODH team. I would play Celeste, so ODH, Celeste, and tank, something like that. Let's check if it works. Against Corvus, well, you need to be really careful because against Corvus, you're able to burn your poor Celeste. That's why I recommend you to use her as healer mostly, because she is far from Dorian, which means she may not be able to just get all the stuff, like lifesteal. And the classic ODH against Corvus without Isaac, I think that should work. And yes, so Aurora and Galahad have new ability images, which means we can check them out. And when the altar is low or out of energy, you can use Celeste as buff to other mages. So she has kind of double buff sometimes. And obviously she can burn herself. So the dark ground makes Celeste burn herself. That's why I told you mostly use her as a healer. So be very careful in fighting Celeste versus Corvus because she can burn herself during her dark field. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Next we fight against Yasmin. I'm not sure which amount of fights we are able to get, but I'm out of resources, so that's all for now. I would say that against Yasmin, I use either classic ODH or like Corvus team if I'm able to, obviously. That's the idea. And finally, the Blood Vengeance. So the Blood Vengeance, let me just check the team from our friends and use it. So I need to collect Martha, Heidi, Celeste, and yeah, let's do this. So Martha, Heidi, Celeste, Arachne, patronage, exactly same should be. So let's place same patronage. And Martha will be with Oliver. Okay, let it be. Galahad with Albus. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what happens. So full auto, they say that if you lose Martha and Heidi, that's not so hard. So you still can go back and you still can win. But also the aim is to collect them into one line. So people say this team wins up to level 200. Maybe not since the first try, but it should work. It should work. That's why just let's keep fighting till we are stuck. So let's see how it goes. I'm really curious where I stop. So it looks like it works. Okay, so just keep testing this team. I think that should be okay. So thank you for watching. See you in my next videos and good luck to you.